Alright, what's going on, guys? Try back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a video giving my thoughts on some new pictures for the second half of The Walking Dead Season 7. These ones are spoiler pictures, so spoiler warning. These are from JustJared.com. And as usual, the link will be in the description for you guys, so you can go ahead and click there and check them out for yourselves. There are some spoiler-related things in this because, of course, as we're seeing these different characters here, we know that they were not killed off in the premiere because they're still at filming, obviously. And this would probably be, in terms of timeline, this is going to be second half, I'm going to say, for Season 7. I believe they have completed filming first half, I would think. We're starting to get closer to the end of filming of the season, I think. They usually wrap up in the fall, and we're looking at, of course, getting near the end of August now, give or take a little bit. This will probably be in the first half, maybe in the first few episodes for the second half of Season 7, most likely. And based on the background, based on the layout that we're seeing here, this is kind of out in the open, so to speak. In terms of the landscape, this looks more like where Tara and Heath kind of went on their run or something like that. It definitely does not look like Alexandria to me. And you can see that we have, of course, Andrew Lincoln as Rick, and he's got the beard. Beard's back, pretty cool. We've got Tara, and then we've got Aaron in this picture here, as well as we've got one of Michonne, and some new characters. Let's have a look. These two really have no idea, who they could be or who they are. It's definitely way too early, as we talked about in the alpha for the Brian casting news. As you guys said, and like I said too, it's really early to be bringing them in. It's not impossible that they could. We shouldn't act like, oh, it's impossible that Gimbal could have some characters from later on appear sooner and then kind of fade in the background and then come back. That's not impossible. Okay, it's just not very likely. I would see it more as most of these being new characters, especially these two. They look like villains to me, and possibly related to that casting for Brian, which is probably a fake name, who's probably the leader of whatever group they're a part of. But they do look to me like they could be possibly related to that girl in the trailer who is going after Tara, and Tara kind of gets into it with her and bashes her with the gun and stuff. So that's what I'm kind of thinking. I'm thinking it is a new group and that they're going to be including it mostly in the second half. And I think it's to space out all-out war is what I would be saying. At least this is all speculation right now because it's so early and all we're getting is pictures. But to me, it sounds like probably this group will be most likely added in to space out all-out war. So most likely that is pushed mostly into Season 8 and we don't get to see too much of that in Season 7 because it would be pretty quick if they were to just get started with All Out War and that storyline now. So that is kind of what I'm thinking about these. I'm thinking they're new characters. It's possible you could think the girl, could it be Magna, this kind of thing. It's just so early though, right? It's just so early to see that I would pretty highly doubt it, but possible. Write your comments below about these two. Let me know what you guys think. And we have a new costume, so to speak, or clothing set for Michonne, which is pretty cool. Similar to what she's worn before, that kind of deal. But it is kind of cool. Each season they get new kind of gear. They changed it up just a little bit, just so McFarlane can make new action figures and sell different costumes for each season version of the character, so we can add to our dozen or 2 dozen Ricks already, and Michonne's had quite a few already too. So post Michonne, gear. Pretty cool. And similar with Rick, we have similar kind of attire that he's worn before. Familiar, but a little bit mixed up, a little bit new. And of course, like I said, the beard is returning, which is pretty cool. Reminds me kind of Season 5, but maybe not quite as gnarly. So that's pretty sweet. And not much else to say about the pictures of him. It's going to be cool to see how it works in the storyline, what kind of run they go on, and how Negan and the Saviors affect them going out on this run and what's happening and what they're doing. So maybe scavenging for food or something, because of course they have to feed up now to Negan and the Savior, so they have to pay up, so to speak. And if they don't go out and get more, then they may not have enough to do so. For Aaron, I'm not too surprised that he did survive. I did think there was that dummy sort of scare there that some of us thought that, because they had a dummy that looked like him, that possibly that could mean that he might be killed off. But as he's still in filming and everything, it looks like he wasn't. So, yeah, I mean, that's good. I would think, to be honest, if they killed off Aaron in the premiere, he's still a fairly new character. He hasn't been there for that long, so it would be weird if they killed him off, so soon, and it wouldn't have as much of an emotional impact on the viewers as if he's around for another 3 or 4 or 5 seasons and then he was killed off eventually, or even longer. So yeah. And that's pretty much all I gotta say for the new pictures, guys. You can write your comments below. You can speculate below, see things, and let me know what you think. It should be interesting to see how it all works into the story. How going on runs and surviving in the zombie apocalypse is affected by Negan and the Saviors being there now, and what this new group means for our group. How it affects Negan and the Saviors as well too. How Rick and the others deal with them, and just to see what kind of new content they have added in this season. Because I do look forward to the new stuff they add in too. Sometimes it can be really, really good, such as the case with the characters Daryl and Merle. Let's not forget their add-ins. That is if you like Daryl. Some people hate Daryl, so that's what it is. Anyway, that's it for today's video, guys. If you liked it, please thumb it up below. You can also share, which is at the bottom left. If you have a Facebook, you want to show the pictures to your friends, click the share tool, click your Facebook, and I appreciate the share. Favorite, and then, of course, if you're new and you want to subscribe, bottom left to subscribe to see almost daily, pretty much daily at this point, Walking Dead Season 7 videos. That's it for this one, guys. See you again real soon. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See ya.